Hello, in this activity I'm going to show you how to make a bar graph using Excel instead of Word. So let's get started on that. First thing you need to do is pull up your data. I have some sample data here. The next thing you need to do is you need to bring up your Excel program. So you go to your Microsoft Word. So the way you do that is go to Clever, and through Clever you open Office 365. And from Office 365, you'll open up your Excel. So it's this green tab right here, and you might have yours in a screen that looks like this. So the green Excel tab is what you want. And then pick a blank document. So this is a much simpler way to make a graph. So the first thing we have to do, the hardest part of this, is recreating our data table. So I'm going to split screen. So this is made up data. So again, do not use this, it's made up data. So the first thing we need to do is make our data table. So I'm just going to recreate it in these squares here. So right here I have, we're just, instead of calling it number of quadrants with native species, we're going to call it native species. I could have probably even made it just native. And then I'm going to make this box bigger. So I click on the A, I see you can move it over, and I'm just going to make it a little bit bigger so I feel like I have room. And then the next one would be non-native species. And finally the last one is man-made structures, and that is a long word. I don't know if I'll have room. So I can make this a little bigger. Click on my A, slide it over just a hair more. Boom. Alright, so that's that. So then we need our top. So here, this is pretty easy. Northwest near Mission. So we're just going to call this plot 2. And the other one would be plot 3. Okay, so then we go ahead and fill in our numbers. So this right here was 63. Make that bigger. So all I do here now is I just highlight my data. So I hold down my tab bar and I drag my cursor over it so everything is highlighted. Then I come over and I push insert, and I'm making a column graph, so I click on that, and here's my choice. So these two would be splitting the columns up and down, and you can try those if you want, but this one is the one we want. And there we go, there's our graph data. So I might need a new title, so you can go up to Chart Tools, and they do have the title here, or you can just right click also, Format, and title. Sometimes it disappears when you use this over here, so remember that there is another place. And this was survey plot data. And there we go. And that's how you make a graph. And then you can move this over here. Boom. Alright, and then you can share this with me up here. Here's a share button. So you share the URL with me, and that will be complete. You can even type in your conclusion question answers in here. I think you can move these over and make it into a big long text box and just write in your conclusion question answers, and you'll have everything done. But if not, then just go ahead and submit this, and then submit your conclusion question answers also. If you have any further questions, please reach out to me, your science teacher.